Yes, yes. Sorry, guys. I've been watching a lot of Marty McFly lately. But anyway, thought I'd just grab a little bit of video off this pic, because I really like this picture that I took. Um, I think it's nice. It's Death in the Family, if you guys didn't know. Um, those ha-ha-has are actually not even cut out as much as they could be. I just really wanted to make sure that they were still sturdy enough that I could put them up there. Um, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of these like kind of darker, low lighting pictures lately. I think that T'Challa pic I took yesterday, I had the main light on, the kind of yellowish detolf light. So it was kind of like a daytime setting. I had the green backing, so I thought that would work. But for a lot of these, I've been trying to get a little bit darker, a little bit cleaner pics. And I don't know, they're getting a little bit, they're okay. They're just not really the effect I want. I need a better camera, really. It mostly comes down to that, because I'm currently using my iPhone. But yeah, I've got two of these little clicker lights up in here. Just on either side. And then I do have another clicker light. It's this one right here, but I don't use this one as much because I don't know, I don't like it as much. It takes up a little bit more space. But I like those clickers that Marty McFly's got. They're kind of like, they're circular, they're a little bit wider base, they're a little bit shorter to the ground. Those are nice. Oh, I want to quickly say the crowbar right here is actually from the Marvel Universe Wrecker. And it fits in Joker's hand decently enough, and I think it really works pretty well. For this one, I actually have Robin. Got his hands tied up a little bit with some twine, but ended up not even being part of the shot, and it didn't really look all that nice to begin with, so I guess that's fine. If you guys can hear the music playing right now, I'm playing We Came as Romans. They're kind of like a post-hardcore screamo band. That's really the type of music that I'm mostly into. On some of my other videos in the past, I put rap stuff in there because I know for the most part that's what the community seems to be into. But I'm gonna listen to whatever I want to listen to. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm listening to their second album, Understanding What We've Grown to Be. Is it Grown to Be or Grown to Become? It's just Grown to Be. Whatever. You guys don't even care. But yeah, just like I said, just want to get this on video. This Green Goblin figure is crazy underrated. Honestly, it's like probably like easily top 20 Marvel Legends. Well, maybe not easily, but he's definitely probably yes. But he's probably in my top 20 Marvel Legends. I really like this figure. I mean, it's got a kind of basicness to the color, like to the paint and whatnot. The sculpt I think is good. I really like the face. I think it's great. And yeah, I just think it's a really fun figure. One of my favorite Spidey villains to begin with. But yeah, he's a solid figure. And the Sinister Six Spidey isn't really underrated. He's a great fucking figure. He's probably my second favorite 6-inch Spider-Man available after Snapshot Spidey. And then followed by, I'm not sure if I like the McFarlane more than the Fearsome Foes. I really like the Fearsome Foes head sculpt. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I really like this Sinister Six Spidey. I really want that Snapshot, though. It's just like, I mean, it's very similar to this guy. It's just like, it's got the clean blue. And I just think it's sick. It's a great classic. Probably the classic Spider-Man. Oops. But, yeah. Just shown some Hellboy figs some love. To be honest, I don't really love these figures all that much. I'm actually trying to get rid of most of them. I mean, I'm a big Hellboy fan. I think he's an awesome character and everything. And I love the movies. Guillermo del Toro is one of my favorite. Well, not really one of my favorite, but I think he's a great director. Yeah, these Hellboy figures are just okay for me, though. There's a lot of problems to go along with them, I guess. For example, the legs are way too long and the torso is way too short, which is probably the biggest problem I have with them. The articulation, I guess, is sort of there. It's basically got like DCUC articulation. Liz actually has less than that because she doesn't have bicep swivels or thigh swivels or like a torso joint. But yeah, these figures, like I said, they're only okay. I'm a big fan. I like the animated Hellboy figure that I have, as well as the comic Hellboy figure that I have. As far as a movie Hellboy, if I can get a hold of it, I might get the Gentle Giants one, which they're the ones who made the animated version. But if I can get a hold of that one, he's got good articulation. He's a little bit better proportions. But yeah, I just thought I'd take a quick flick. So I was just going through a huge tub of random stuff that I had gotten. I don't know if you guys remember. That I think I called it the huge ass haul or something along those lines. Where it was just like a ton and a ton and a ton of stuff, and that's where I got a lot of my like old Toy Biz legends and whatnot. But I was just going through one of the tubs that I still have left, looking for any random like small accessories. I got a ton of like little tiny accessories that could be used for stuff. Some stuff that could go towards like making a lab type deal. But anyway, I did find this random little purple dude, and I thought he was kind of cool. Each of these 4 tentacles are all individual, I guess, quote unquote articulation. They've got bendy wires in them, but I think they look kind of cool all wrapped up together, like how they are. And I don't know, I wanted to use this Hellboy. I hadn't really used him, and I don't know if I've used him in anything. It's a really cool figure, the comic Hellboy, one of my favorite Hellboy renditions. I like this one. I like the animated Hellboy a lot. But yeah, I just thought, why not? And this purple thing is not even close to this big. Cause this is like an 8-inch figure. I've got it on top of 4 of these stands, as well as some barrel thing I've got. And then I've actually got this up, my camera up on spice thing. I don't even know it. I think it's the garlic powder that, if you guys remembered, I spilled garlic powder in my room a really long time ago. It's the same one. Then I've got a little crate that I believe came with the Hellboy movie Cronin, the World War II one, which I'll take him out, actually, pretty soon, I guess, because I haven't really used that figure, and I think that's a dope figure. But yeah, just wanted to say a quick comment. Here's that movie Cronin, the World War II part. They only really showed him for like, I think, maybe like 5 minutes, and I think like the beginning of the movie. I actually haven't seen it in probably about like 3 years. I think it's been since I saw the first one. I saw the second one about like a week ago on TV, just by luck. So that's nice. I like both those movies. I think I like the second one more. But anyway, here he is. He's actually incomplete. I'm missing both of his alternate hands. He comes with a left fist that doesn't have a blade. I believe he comes with a right open hand to hold his gun. I do have his gun, but yeah. And then this is that crate I was talking about. I'm not sure if it comes with him or not. For the longest I had thought it came with the Marvel Legends Red Skull, the Series 5 one. And then here I've got Baby Hellboy, which I don't think this came with Cronin. Oh, that would have made sense, because it's It's really the only time he appeared in the movie. But yeah, and then I actually have the other movie Cronin too. Here he is. This figure's a little bit hard to stand. I guess both these guys are. They've got really thin legs. Their joints aren't super strong, especially the ankles. Their ankles are god awful. But I mean, they're cool figures. I really like the World War II one. I think he's really dope. Then the later part of the movie one is meh. He's okay. But yeah, just thought I'd show off a bit. This right here is actually I don't even remember. I don't even know actually what this was a exclusive from. But this is some exclusive for the first Hellboy movie. I actually had three of them at one point. Because when I did get that super mega sale, I'd gotten this one without his cape. I just found it actually, and it was like separate from him, and I plopped the cape on him. And I'd gotten one that was a little bit messed up. It looked like, I think, the original owner's dog had chewed up parts of it. So there were like some chewed up parts of the coat as well as the tail and the shoe. I ended up giving that away to someone at some point. I don't even remember what for. But actually, here, I'll show you the third one I've got. This one's still in packaging. Here, take him off of there. Here, I'll just come in here, I guess. I still have him in packaging. I had three, but I don't have any of that guy. I don't have any more of him. And yeah, but these are limited edition of 2000. I know I did have one of these dudes that I did give away with the first one. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's what had happened. Either that or it was also chewed up and I'd thrown it away when I originally got the figures. I don't recall per se, but yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. Probably one of the better movie Hellboy figs because it's got the leather jacket, which is nice. Otherwise, he's virtually same articulation and sculpt. Well, I mean, he is the same articulation. I'm not sure if they ever released a version of him wearing this black. Just as is. Well, something just fell. I don't know what it was, but something fell. But I'm not really sure if they ever did release a version of him like that. But yeah, it's a pretty nice figure as far as these movie Hellboy figs go. I think I voiced my opinion either last week or maybe it was even earlier this week. I don't really recall. But, you know. So, lately I've just been messing with some more obscure figures I've got. Like I said, I think last week. I said last week, I'm pretty sure. I've been watching a lot of Marty McFly, and if you guys didn't know, he messed with a lot of them NECA joints and various McFarlane figures and stuff like that. Really like less posable figures, but he still has like some of the sickest shots. He's got some of my favorite pictures out there. But I've just been messing around with some stuff. This figure I got quite a while ago. I'm pretty sure I probably even showed it in P.M.P. Got this guy loose for I'm guessing probably $6. I'm pretty sure I know where I got him from. And I got him loose. I'm pretty sure he's missing like a mask or something like that. I don't know what the mask looks like. I do have the base for this figure somewhere. I don't know what the mask looks like. I can just tell that there's a mask supposed to be there, and his sword is actually broken off. But that's not really a problem. The cape on this figure is pretty cool. It's all off to one side. really just for how he's supposed to be standing. But yeah, all these twist ties right here, you guys can see. Especially, look how long this one is. This is one of the longest twist ties I've seen in a minute. Boom. Because I actually opened up my Spawn movie Violator figure, which I got laying right there. He's got this action feature. They kind of show it on the bottom of the box. You like flick that part, like his big horn back, and then it like shoots out. I don't like it. It doesn't stay in place at all. So I glued it. I got some super glue going, so I just got it chilling. I really opened him up just for a picture, and I was planning on keeping him. I've got him. I had all three of these deluxe figures. The clown's not included. I don't know why they kind of have him in that in-between part. But the deluxe figure, the Violator, the Spawn, or the Battle Spawn, I think it's called, Attack Spawn, whatever, and the Malbolgia, I had all of them in package. I'd opened up the Attack Spawn quite a while ago, and I wasn't planning on opening up this guy or Malbolgia, but I looked at this guy's package, and I don't know if you guys can see it. I guess I never really noticed it. It's all like cracked open, like. So I looked at it and I realized that, and I'm like, well, I do want to do a shot with this other Spawn figure, not this guy. So I'll just crack him open, whatever. And now that I do have him open, I think I'm probably going to open up Malbolgia as well. There's no point in keeping that guy in box. I mean, I'll probably check the internet, see what he goes for in box, and depending on how that is. I mean, I can't imagine him going for much. He is over 10 years old. It's from the 1997 Spawn movie, which is actually a really good movie. If you guys haven't seen it, well, it's a pretty good movie. It was good for its time. I enjoyed it, and it stayed pretty true to the comics. I actually haven't read the Spawn comic in years, and when I did, it was just like random issues that I'd gotten from a friend. But yeah, I'll try and get that movie Attack Spawn or whatever out. Try and find all of his accessories, because he's got some pieces to him. I'll try and find that dude, and I can show you him, and then I'll show you that other Spawn that I was talking about. I didn't really talk much about him, the one for the shot when I take the actual shot. I actually figured while I'm here I might as well talk about comics that I had picked up. Now, I've been behind on Venom for a minute. As you guys have been seeing, I haven't really been picking it up. So I decided I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try and get them all. So I'll be up to date. And not really to my surprise. This has actually been why I haven't been picking up Venom for like the past 2 weeks at least, because I've been wanting to try and catch up, but I didn't see them all, so I just skipped on it altogether. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to get what I can get right now. So I got 36, which was new this Wednesday, 35, and 34. Now, I did read these, and I had prior to this, I had up to 30. So I went online, I found this website. I'll go over it if I've got time this week. If not, I'll put it in next week's episode, where you can read comics for free. It works for Mac or PC. You basically download this application, and then you just download the comics, and you can read them. And it's actually really easy to read, and it's pretty nice. It's free. I mean, it's limited to what the guy decides to upload, but you can always make requests, and he usually is able to get them up there, from what I understand. So I read 31, 32, and 33, and then I proceeded to read all of these. And the Toxin story, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't great or anything. I like seeing him, Venom, I guess, in Philadelphia. I think it's a nice fit for him, a little bit smaller city type deal. Although he's not quite a superhero yet, you know what I mean? And there's like a little bit of a cliffhanger at the end. Not a big one, not one that actually matters, because none of the characters in this book really matter to you yet. And it's not really like a character-driven cliffhanger. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But while I'm here, I will quickly brief on July is Superior Spider-Man. The whole Superior Spider-Man thing is so stupid. I just can't wait for them to bring back Peter Parker and I have a feeling it'll probably be coming around the time of Amazing Spider-Man 2. My only hope is that they bring back Amazing Spider-Man, like the actual book, and I actually also hope that they don't restart it, because I know a lot of like when they restart books that like weren't going, they'll actually start from 1 again. For Amazing Spider-Man, I hope they. I got cut off because I'm running out of space, so I'll just kind of skip what I was gonna say. Anyway, Superior Carnage. We're getting a 5-part Carnage issue, like a 5-part Carnage story. They're doing it once a year, it seems like, for the past, I think it's 3 years. They did Carnage in 2010, I think. Then 2011 we got Carnage USA. Then 2012 we got Minimum Carnage, yeah. And I like that, again, we're getting Clayton Crane, at least on the cover art. We're not getting interior art from him, but that's okay. But anyway, so yeah, that's Venom. I got Superman Unchained. I'm not huge into Superman, but I picked this up because they said it was going to be really, really good, or like it seemed like it would be really good. I mean, it's Scott Snyder, who's a phenomenal writer, one of my favorite writers in comics right now, along with Jim Lee, who I like. He's not really, I don't know, he doesn't do it for me, but this seems interesting. I'll maybe pick it up for another, maybe like the first 5 issues I'll get. We'll see. I got Batman 21, the first part of 0 Year. This was really, really, really good. It's basically like some new parts of Batman's origins and how he became Batman, and this was actually like crazy good. And it actually had this awesome, like in the beginning, which when was it? I think it was 6 years prior to the main Batman events that have been happening. But it's got this badass looking Batman. He's got no sleeves, and at first I thought it was like because he's battle damaged, but no, it's like he has no sleeves, and he looks like a fiend. He doesn't have a cape either. He just looks boss as hell. He's got like combat boots. He's got a knife. He looks so dope. This was like 6 years prior to current Batman. And then it actually goes back in time more, but only by like 5 months. So it's basically pretty much all of it's happening in the 6 years prior to the main what's been happening in Batman currently. And it's really good. I'm pretty stoked for this 0 Year story. But yeah. Yup. So I hit on my shop, not the comic shop, a different shop that I like to visit. They got a lot of like Doctor Who and other. They got Star Wars. They've got some Buffy figs. They do have like a DC and Marvel section. I was looking at all the DC Directs. Nothing I really wanted. They actually had some DCUC for once, and they had the new 52 Batman. They're asking $20, and I was like, not too interested in that right now. I think it's a good figure, but I think it's got its flaws. And they had a ton of Spawn figures, but they were all like the early 90s, late 80s figures. 5 points of articulation. There were a few movie joints, but I just skipped over those because movie figures aren't actually really the scale that I'd be interested in the first place. But they actually had a Marvel Legends Series 1 cap for $40. And I was like, interesting, but not really necessary right now. So they have like a ton of Marvel Select figs. And they sell for $25 because they make a little bit more of a profit off of them because they're a smaller store. I'm actually surprised they're still in business. I guess they're doing decently. They've been in business a long time. But I was able to pick up this joint, which I've been wanting for a minute now, the Marvel Select Ultron. I'm pretty stoked to have this figure. I mean, he's a little bit bigger than the 6 inchers in Marvel Legends, but I mean, he can fit in. He definitely can. I was hoping maybe to see some of the other rare Marvel Selects, because I mean, Anti-Venom was re-released recently. I was hoping to maybe see him. I mean, I was still probably going to pick up the Ultron. But, I'll crack this guy open and maybe show him probably next week, because I think this week's actually filling up. So, this will be the last clip, I guess, and then I'll talk about the Spawn figure that I was saying I was going to talk about. When I was filming that stuff with those Spawn joints, that was this morning. Today's Friday currently. That was this morning at 5 a.m. roughly. I pulled an all-nighter almost 24 hours. I missed the 24-hour awake mark by 30 minutes, roughly, maybe 45. But that's no big. And then I got like literally an hour and a half of sleep when I woke up again, and I had to hit up the DMV for some shit. And then was able to pull by my shop and pick this guy up. Actually saw a friend outside too, so that's not that bad. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed another episode of Practice Makes Perfect. We'll have another one coming out next week. I'm starting to get a little bit more into it. Just talking about my figures, man, having fun with it again. So yeah, I'll crack this joint open. You'll see him next week, probably right near the beginning. So yeah, peace, guys.